Hey everybody!
Hi.
Welcome to Acadia RPG. My name is Shane. I am joined by our wonderful players Meredith and Brittany, and we're here to play some D&D. For those of you who watched us before, I hope you noticed we got a new setup going.
That shouldn't be on top of that.
Nope. Oh, okay, can't pour it. Okay,
Yes.
never mind.
Go on.
You guys have the cart?
Yes,
cart thing?
I
Okay.
do, but I can't pour it. It's
That's
too
fair.
hot.
Technical difficulties?
So, we got some new setups. So we also went down to one mic instead of two, so hopefully that helps with the reverb thing we were running into. And now we got a camera dedicated for the players and a camera dedicated for me. So hopefully you guys can get some more of the table and make things a little bit nicer looking. At least we think so. Anyway.
Sorry, that's so weird to see
So-
it on my tripod for my camera. It's just so weird for me.
So, you guys are awesome. We really appreciate you being back here to watch us again. We are excited to play some more D&D. We left off at a good spot. And with that, we'll jump back in. I thought it was a good spot.
Where were we? I can't actually remember. I remember.
Refresh my memory, Shane.
I remember it was the spot that I did not like.
Glad to. So where we left off, you had finished your journey to Evershear, the city of waterfalls, inside of a kind of like a whole cliffside in the ground. Upon making it to Evershear, you made your way to the I believe it was called the Shining Library to find Fremble, a friend of Orthreus and Bromble, who you were tasked to bring a copy of a journey of a long-lost daughter of one of the great heroes of the past. Upon reaching Fremble, finding her, pretty nice, you gave her the journal, and she had requested that if you had some time, there was a expedition that was sent out. This expedition was investigating some issues that they were having with some fae that were coming off of the northeast. Upon heading out to
Any problems?
Upon heading to the cave, you made your way out of the city. Around not wasting any time, you made sure you had enough provisions and headed out, basically. After staying one night in the Rusty Book.
How is a book rusty? How?
The tavern. It's supposed to be ironic.
It's supposed to be ironic, is it?
Yes. Irish. It's what taverns do. Other things too. But anyway, you made your way out of the it was a matter of time. You made your way out of the city, making your way north, heading to the mountain range that contained supposedly the cavern where the Fae sightings had been. So you made your way heading towards that mountain side, not really running into any issues along the way. You actually managed to find yourselves another quiet selection of trees to spend for the night.
And then we found the blink dog.
Yes, and you managed to run into a blink dog, which led you
How?
to a small squirrel kid that was trapped under a tree. You
kid.
rescued
A blink dog.
and promised
Important thing.
some safe passage if you ever came back to his village, and some food. Continuing along, deciding to avoid the village for now, you headed to the mountain range where you eventually found the cave. Upon peering into the cave, you noticed that there was two very furless, kind of scrunch-faced looking animals inside, dog-like. Making your way inside, deciding that they're obviously not very friendly, and after watching them fight over a piece of meat, and one of them running off and the other one remaining injured, you prepare to launch a surprise attack on the remaining monster. And that is where we left off. So, with that, you guys are preparing a surprise attack on this one monster. He is all by himself, the other one ran off. And yeah, I'll play get into the combat music. You guys are in there preparing for combat. What would you like to do? You are at the entrance of the cave, and approximately 60 feet away from you, you see this fleshy hound, partially injured, kind of licking his boots.
Alright, so I remember Daffodil has got sneak attack. So we were gonna have him do that.
Yep.
Right. Daffodil was gonna do the sneaking.
Yep.
Okay. No issues with that.
I'm actually not.
Well,
that
you guys get a
good.
surprise round, so you all get an action to make an attack or do something to the creature.
Alright, if he's already been injured, this would be a really good time to use Toll the Dead.
100%.
With a 60-foot range, so I am well and comfortably away.
Yep. Pip, is there anything you'd like to do? Turn down the volume in here just a second.
I don't think I can reach him.
You don't really ranged weapons.
Well, you get a whole turn. It's in your surprise attack. So you guys each get it's technically a turn before you run in and take him down.
Crossbow.
Yeah, but I have to equip it.
You can like run in and try to like stab him if you want. He's a ways away though.
I know.
Yeah, even with a dash, you wouldn't make it. You'd only be 50 feet.
So
You can ready an action and prepare for him to run toward you guys too.
okay, I'll do that.
Okay. So we'll say you'll hold an action. So with that, let's go ahead and let's roll initiative first, and then I'll have you guys do your thing.
She holds her sword like this.
We have to get started.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Wait, do we roll for death?
I just rolled for him.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
What'd you guys get?
3.
Ooh.
Yeah.
There.
17.
Oh.
Awesome. We roll for the hound.
Right, Dixie?
Yeah, she's
She's probably on the floor
laying down in front of the air conditioner.
because it's cooler. She's smart.
That's fair. Alright, so you guys all get a surprise round on it. Let me go ahead and
That's
switch
good
this
because initiative itself isn't gonna do it.
you know. So with that, he is already injured, so I'm going to go ahead and attack him down.
Oh.
Alright, so Daffodil's going to go ahead and make his attack first, and we roll a d20 for me for Daff.
You do it, mine. Not doing so well.
5.
Regrets.
You get to roll with advantage because it is a sneak.
Woohoo! Much better.
16.
16?
Okay,
second.
little die, maybe later. Let's try you again later.
So 16, that will hit. Go
Yeah.
ahead and roll me, let's see, 3d6,
Look what you have.
because he uses the sneak attack. I've been making all those rolls, but I'm going to start making you guys do it.
9.
Yes, he's a 9.
Alright, 9 plus 3.
Thank you for
so
math.
That's going to be 12 points of damage.
She's the math person. I am not.
One of us is good at math. One of us has social skills.
Yes.
You be the judge.
Alright, Pip.
Actually,
I'm sorry, Faye.
It's true, neither of us do. Alright, Toll the Dead. He's gotta save Wisdom 14.
14.
Yep.
Okay, wisdom save. Let me pull this stuff over here. Oh, and he rolled a natural 1.
Woohoo!
That 100% hits.
yay!
Me, my pretty.
So that's why I prep all my days.
Well, I used to just dump it out, and then they used to be just a big mess. 4.
4.
Yeah.
Did you roll your higher die?
Oh, that's right! It's a D12!
Go ahead and roll it again.
It's gonna be... No, that's worse!
It is like rolling and then roll.
No.
1.
Dice jail!
That's fair. So it's a 1?
Yep.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Tragic.
Alright. So with that, Pip, you said you're going to hold an action?
Yes.
Okay, so it is now officially his turn. because he gets to go first in the initiative order. So what he's
Gross.
going to do...
I'm just gonna dump this out now. I'm gonna need it.
It starts heading its way towards you guys. It runs, it was about 60 feet away. You guys are standing just outside the cave, and it is still daytime. As he reaches the end of the cave, you know, he stops. He runs about to the edge of where kind of like a little bit back from the cave roof, and he stops. He starts growling at you guys, and he's going to start howling. And I need you guys to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Great. It was on 1, and then it twitched, and it's 13. But
Nice.
wisdom. So that's a 19.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Somebody roll a d20 for Daffodil, please.
Ooh, 15. What's his modifier?
0.
Well, 15.
Meredith or Pip.
8.
8. Okay, so
Maybe you aren't so magic after all.
I didn't realize I was screwing with the freaking screen over here. I apologize to you on the stream. So Pip, you are now frightened until the end of its next turn.
There.
You must use all of your movement on your turn to get as far away from the hound as possible.
Ooh.
And you have to move before you are allowed to take an action.
Rip to your melee weapons.
So with that, it is now... Oops. Go back.
My turn, right?
Ironically enough, it is.
I knew because I rolled pretty good initiative. So Pip's gonna look at Faye and Daffodil and say, "Okay, up to you guys now. Bye." I'm just gonna run.
Alright, so you use your maximum. You kind of head your way back towards the edge of the woods.
Yeah.
As you run away from it as far as possible.
Yay.
Nixie, I swear, if you knock the camera over. Come here. Come on. Come here. Come here. No, you don't have to. Okay, fine. I'm trying to keep my dog from knocking
Keep
over the
your
camera. It's
Face
precariously
off of
placed
my
on the couch.
foot, dog.
Alright, so. Yeah, you can't really do anything else, Katie Pip. I'm sorry. That's Daph's turn. So he's going to attempt to hide. Somebody roll a stealth check for him.
You or me?
Go ahead. I should have done it.
What's your roll?
What do you think?
Is it a 1?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he does not hide. So he's not going to get a stealth attack.
Dice jail.
So he is going to make an attack, though. So somebody roll d20 for me for an attack.
Not me.
13.
13. That's going to hit. Somebody roll me a d6.
2.
Okay, so he's going to deal 5 points of damage. As he kind of like goes around the corner, he kind of like falls over. And he's like, oh crap, and he still shoots out a crossbow and he stands back up. That's it for Daph's turn. It's next to Faye.
We stand a man who stays cool under pressure. Toll the dead again, because I can't screw that up!
Do it. Oh, wait.
Yeah! That's why I can't screw it up.
You rolled a 19.
He saves.
Oh, that was a 19 before his modifier.
Rude.
So,
Unless it's a negative modifier, I don't want to hear it.
alright, so the, let's see. Next up is the Hound. He is not going to move any closer. You notice, I would like both of you guys to make perception checks for me.
Oh boy.
Actually, Meredith, you're going to be yours with disadvantage.
Oh. 11.
What did you say?
Perception.
Plus 2.
Where? Perception. Oh, 15.
15. Okay, so ironically enough, you said you rolled with disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Oh, you rolled 2 good ones. Okay. So you
Rude.
happen to notice, not Faye,
Great!
that the Hound stops just by the sunlight. He doesn't seem like it wants to cross over into where the sun is reaching into the cave. With that, it is the end of his turn. He can't do anything else. He's just kind of growling at you guys menacingly. Pip, you are no longer frightened, and it is your turn.
Okay, so Pip's gonna try to get closer to everybody. Run up to people and say, Faye, Daff, I think he's scared of sunlight.
What? I never would have guessed.
Can I try to maybe see if I can hit part of the top of the cave to maybe break some of it to open up the sun a little bit more? Or wait. I have a shield. Is my shield shiny so I can like maybe reflect some light into it? I'm trying to be all crazy. Probably not possible, but you know, whatever.
Make some science happen, people.
Let there be science sometimes. I'm not very good at science, but let there be science. Like the first one I could have accidentally like broken something, or I could have collapsed the cave. Worse too.
That's true.
But this I might be able to blind him. I do not know.
Roll a d20 for me.
We have a chance.
Actually, roll a percentile.
Oh. Okay. Nope.
So you roll.
So I'm gonna
you roll
go.
the two d10s, the one with 2 numbers and one
Yes,
with 1
I
number.
know.
400.
That would be 40. But nice try.
It was, wasn't it?
You shine the shield, and it is decently shiny, but it doesn't seem to have much of an effect on the creature.
It didn't work.
It gave you like a 40% chance, and it was going to have to be above a 60. Is there anything else on your turn, Pip?
That's all what I can do.
Alright, that brings us to Daff. Daff is going to attempt... He's going to scoot over to the other side of the cave and attempt to hide again. Somebody roll d20 for Daff, please.
Oh no! Dice jail, dice jail, dice jail.
What was
There's
that?
Joe. A 1.
Wow.
Okay, it's so tiny if I throw it, I will never find it. I cannot throw it literally, or else I'll never find it and I will cry.
Excuses, excuses.
It's over there, I can see it, and I can punish it.
Yes.
I'm not gonna use you again.
Alright, somebody roll a d20 for an attack.
Piece of shit.
6.
6 plus 3, so 9 points of damage. Good job.
Hit again. Ah!
So you gotta shoot he shoots the crossbow out of the corner, and it just kind of lodges itself in the shoulder. You notice as it does hit, it doesn't seem to feel like it goes as deep as it should, or it almost kind of like rebounds a little bit and hits. So kind of a strange effect. Faye, you're up next.
Of course I am.
Totally did.
Snake, staff of snakes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah? You
Do
can just
I?
have snakes.
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 Hey, at least they're not undead.
Alright, yeah. Staff of the Python. We're sending in the snaky snake.
Alright.
So that was me
I
trying to do
believe-
a snake noise.
Remind me, it transforms into a snake, and you can use mana on your turn?
Oh my
Acts on
gosh.
it acts on its own initiative count.
Okay, so I need
It's
you
the
to roll.
staff of Jafar. Oh my gosh.
I need you to roll initiative for it.
6.
Except it doesn't have the
Does it get
movie
my-
guys. Eyes.
My initiative
Let's
addition thing?
see, the staff becomes a giant constrictor snake. So if we look up the stats for a giant constrictor snake, that's what you add to it. So let me see if I can pull those up briefly for you.
Love it when I'm prepared.
We can add that to your D&D Beyond account as like an animal companion, and then we can add the stats quickly.
Cool.
We'll work on that. We just gotta remember.
Animal companion for animals.
I mean,
Snakes.
so giant constrictor snake. So he gets a +2 to his dexterity, so that's +2 to his to that. What
Okay.
did you roll?
So I rolled a 6, so that'll be an 8.
An 8. So I'm going to add him to the initiative.
Still better than me on the initiative count.
You know what? I don't think it got wet. I think it's actually the humidity.
Probably that.
Curse you, Summer!
It is humid. I regret hot tea. I regret it.
I kind of do.
Maybe
but I
next
don't.
week will be iced tea.
Iced tea or ice cream?
really hard to drink ice cream until it's too late.
It is.
Fair.
But yeah, we can try to do iced tea. What kind of iced tea do you like?
Got a crap ton of hibiscus iced tea.
Never had it.
Oh, it's good.
I like peach snap. And that's kind of it. I also made some
Okay.
homemade.
So we'll say for the
Iced tea
instance,
with
you can
milk.
go ahead and control the giant constrictor for his first turn.
Okay.
So he can bite and he can constrict. And he has a movement speed of 30 feet.
Cool. He's gonna go up and bite the dog thing.
Okay, so it goes up and he makes an attack, so roll a d20 for me, and add 6.
Add 6. 12.
That was the easiest math ever.
Unfortunately, that does not hit.
Of course it doesn't.
So that's really all it's got for its turn, unless you want to do any movements or anything with it. Yeah, well, it did took a little. The bite has a reach of 10 feet, so you would have to move up right next to it, but that's up to you. What you prefer to do.
It's fine. It's good.
Okay. So next is the Hound's turn. It's gonna go ahead and make an attack against your sneaky stick.
Snick. Do you like chai tea? Do you like iced chai?
That's most definitely gonna hit.
So I was thinking that we could
Yeah.
Does
do
not
idea.
tell me. Well, I need the constricting python whatever hit points because I got nothing here.
It's 60. I'm keeping track of it in the initiative
60.
count. Yep.
Nice. It's got way more than I do.
It dealt 9 points of damage to your snake. That's all it's got. So it's Pip's turn.
Do I need to keep account of that, or are you?
I'm keeping count.
Cool.
All right,
I have it
so
in the initiative, and I can keep track there for you.
Nice.
Pip is gonna run in. Ha!
Punch it.
Ha! Not punch. Slash.
Roll your attack, please.
Hiya.
Sweet.
And a and then a kick or so.
26.
Holy crap! Well, the
So I'm
Jolson
just gonna be
hit.
over here,
No, just kidding.
melting into a puddle and rolling
Because this
ones.
was the same thing I rolled the other night, Shane. With
Oh.
this die, a 19.
That's your lucky die.
You
With
gotta
the
get my
19.
grubby hands all over it and ruin it.
So off topic slightly, we have a couple campaigns that are going that I'm DMing for. Meredith's character, they found a snake or a chest that's full of snakes. And she
Undead
has-
snakes.
Undead snakes. She has the good idea to try to put the snakes in a bag. So she rolls with a dice. It was going to be a really hard sleight of hand check, and she rolled a 30. Or she got a 30, so she was able to deftly grab all the snakes, and now she has a bag of holding that contains a swarm of undead poisonous snakes. So that's a good time.
I'm so excited for the next time we play that.
Apparently, Pip should have her own breakfast brand too,
Huh?
according to the chat.
Pip should have what?
Her own breakfast brand.
Some kind of a grain that you eat with milk.
Oh.
The chat wants you to have your own Wheaties.
Why?
Because you're kicking my ass.
Okay,
I am so confused.
so roll your damage.
14 points of damage.
14 points of damage. Alright, that's going to be enough. How would you like to do this?
She's gonna do it in. She is going to try to carefully. Well, not carefully, but like kind of put it down in a more humane sense, I guess, of like. Just go for like the spot that will be the quickest death.
Okay, so you kind of like dig in
Cheerios.
and dig out.
Cheerios?
Cheerios.
Pipios?
So you dig out quickly through its kind of like, as it opens its mouth, like make a bite, you like throw your sword in, pull it out quickly, and severing its spinal cord as it falls over dead. So, good job!
Humane! Because it could be your like severely wounded death hound.
So with that,
That poor person's death hound.
so
I would honestly
I have
cry
to
that was
admit
actually
that
somebody's dog.
I forgot to get my small map I made for the evening. So I am going to run off real quick, and I will be right back. So I'll go ahead. You guys want me to swap us a break, or do you guys want to hang out with the chat for a few minutes?
Oh, you can leave us with the chat. We'll be just fine.
Oh, maybe we could do some of the face.
I'll be right back.
Some of the facings. So, as you know, Faye has like this great evil, like conniving sort of voice. So if there's anything you might like to hear Faye say in her Faye lovely voice.
Within reason.
Yes, within reason. That's not too inappropriate, guys. Put it on the chat, and we'll see if she can say it for you.
Is that what you want me to say, or just what you're selling us? You're not locked in here with me. I'm locked in here with you.
Yes. This is my house. It'd be weird if it was the other way around. Silence.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dramatic music.
There we go. See? Exactly as it should be. Just here for the drama.
That's what it's like marriage is Shane all the time. Dramatic music just plays. And then you know, oh shit, it's gonna say.
What it's like to be married to a soundtrack.
It's like a roll for initiative.
Oh, there's
The dramatic music starts to play, and you're ready for roll for initiative.
Oh, right. I have the map.
And we bored our people to death.
That's funny.
Of course, I can see none of this, so I'm the one person who cannot see the chat. So
We just set ourselves up like another screen.
That's because Brittany's keeping the chat to herself over there.
Yep. Half and half. We play him, but the DM also plays him.
It's kind of a variation on the sidekick rules, almost. That were produced in Unearthed Arcana recently. Or, I guess it wasn't recently, it was a while ago. Anyway, so now that we're back, sorry, I had to get my map. So, you find yourself in the mouth of the cave, heading deeper inside. You have the dead hound at your feet, and, the dark cave before you. You hear the sounds of,
dramatic music.
Yep.
Ah!
There's dramatic music coming from within the cave.
There's dramatic music coming from now.
My genre-savvy senses are tingling. We need to get out of here.
So, you guys have the, what'd you guys like to do? You see the blackness before you. You can kind of see the vague outline. That you can see it decently enough.
Yeah, I got dark vision. Like, just tell me what I see.
You can see what seems to be the back of the cave, what seems to have two diverging paths. One on the right, one on the left. With kind of a short stint of wall in between.
And I have my little glowing coin that I can glow.
Yeah, but it only gives you 5 feet.
Blah, 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 blah. Woo!
So as you walk in, you can see.
I don't know what words I would say to it. Something like, ooh, pretty shiny thing. Glow!
Sure, that's your words turned on.
There are very specific words that you have to say to make it glow.
So you have two paths in front of you. You notice the cave seems like it was carved out mostly naturally, although the tunnels do look like they were altered slightly to make them slightly wider, but most of the cave seems to be natural.
Is it a secret
I'd
tunnel?
like to go up to the crossroads.
Okay.
Look as far down each path as I can to see if anything.
Roll perception checks, please. Or a perception. You hit Nixie.
Ah!
I will get the dice.
Whatever it is, it's probably a nat 1 because of that.
Hey!
Yay!
What was it? Perception?
I can't. Nixie did the dice.
Oh no!
I mean,
I rolled another one.
I know.
I do not think that she ate it.
I don't think she ate it. I'm just trying to see. I don't see where it went.
We'll look for it later.
That's fair.
Probably it's underneath the couch or something.
Okay. So, what'd you roll?
25.
20. Holy crap. Okay. So, you look down both paths, and you notice that the run to the left seems to be the direction that the other hound went down. And you hear the faint sounds of, I won't say scratching, but like the tearing of flesh from down that direction.
Gross. Does she know what's on the other direction?
The other direction seems to kind of have a freshy scent. A fresh scent, almost like a wet.
A freshy
like
scent.
clean scent.
Alright.
Freshy.
Freshy. Fur cave.
Don't you be freshy with me.
If we're looking for a fight, I believe it will be down the left path.
Are we looking for a fight? What were we looking for again? They wanted something.
The researchers.
Right. Well, I don't think the dog's the researcher.
No, but the researchers may be inside.
The dogs, yes.
Yes.
True. I don't really want to cut up when the dogs are find out.
It's too bad you're the one with the knife. Let's go.
Okay, which way?
Left!
Left path. All right. So, you guys are gonna head down the left path. You just guys gonna keep walking down the path, or you guys
Secret
gonna
tunnel.
sneak, or
Sneaky sneak!
all right, sneak. All
Okay.
right. So I need everybody to roll stealth checks for me. So we roll one for Daff.
Heck yeah, the dice gods!
Do you need me to run?
Lifted my suffering.
Somebody needs to roll for Daff, and you need to roll for yourself too.
Alright.
I don't know if I should take that for myself or for Dad, because that was a nat 20.
That is up to you.
Let me roll the other one. So, let me see.
What you get, Faye?
I got 18, which would be 21.
What is Daph's stealth?
I won't tell you till after you pick your roll.
Rude.
All right, fine. It's +7.
Okay, yeah, so I'll take the 20.
Okay.
And he got a 10.
So
So I'm like a 17, like I would be 15 if I did that otherwise. So just trying to figure out what would be more useful. Because I don't have a...
he is your sidekick, so I won't beat you about it. Alright, so...
I'm
you
like,
guys-
do I give it to my sidekick or do I give it to myself? I don't know.
You guys all feel pretty sneaky. Pretty sneaky.
Snacky.
Do I have to roll for the snake to sneak?
Oh yeah, you did
The
dismiss
sneaky
it.
snake?
You did dismiss it, did you? Yes, you do get a roll for that. How long does it last? Or is it until you dismiss it?
I feel like it's till I dismiss it, but I'll check it.
Oh my gosh, if it's loud and noisy, is it gonna be like Sir Hiss? Yes!
Yeah, I think I've got to dismiss it.
You don't have to. I'm reading it myself. You can use it until he resorts to 0 hit points and is destroyed. Or you can revert it to its stat form.
Right.
It doesn't seem to have a particular time, so it looks like you can hold it as well. As long as he stays within 60 feet of you.
So we're rolling for the snake. We might need him. He's got way more hit points than I do.
Go! No! He is freaking Sir Hiss!
What did you roll?
What do you think she rolled?
Natural 1. That is unfortunate.
Ugh, the loudest freaking snake that has ever existed.
Ah! Hysterical.
Okay, so you guys are making your way down the hallway. You feel pretty stealthy.
Nixie.
Is she eating my dice?
No, she's chewing on the floor.
Oh, don't do
Dog.
that.
Like, chewing on the hardwood floor.
Perfect pun on the chat. Hysterical.
Nixie. Stop chewing the floor.
Love
Stop encouraging him!
it. It's perfect. Keep doing it.
Nixie, does Mama need to kick you out of the room because you're licking and chewing on the floor?
So you you guys continue your way down the hallway. As you're making your way down, you see that it eventually opens up into a bigger chamber where you hear kind of the fleshy, dripping sounds coming from. As you make your way in there, all of a sudden, the snake it kind of like starts to decline slightly, and the snake hits a rock, which goes down and hits a bigger rock, which goes down and hits a bigger rock, and eventually you kind of hear the loud sounds of crumbling rock coming down from the cave.
The snake's got a name. Peregrine Took.
There's the sound.
Actually, kind of what Pip is based off of. Just to let you guys know. At least
So
loosely based.
So with that, you hear the sound stop abruptly. You hear the kind of like coming from down the slope and in that bigger open chamber. What would you have to do?
Disguise our smells.
I am going to revert the snake. I don't trust him anymore. I am annoyed.
All right, he turns back into a staff. His hit points are restored.
Woohoo! That's good because I didn't know how many were on.
He only took 9 points of damage.
Nixie, I said stop licking and chewing on the floor. Stop it. Ah.
Okay. Stave your anger. Stave like a big staff.
I don't get jokes. Just so you know.
Okay, so
I understood and it was worse.
it's alright. The best thing is I'm repeating these jokes on the stream, so we'll remember them forever. They don't get lost in the chat.
Fantastic.
Ha ha.
So, yes. What do you guys want to do? You know the sniffing is getting closer.
Hide.
You're in a smooth cave. There's not a lot of space to hide.
We have Daffodil.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know.
Sounds of sniffing are getting louder.
Just gonna hole in action to fuck him up.
Sure.
Alright.
I'll be ready to behind my shield, ready to go.
Okay. So Daffodil will follow you guys' lead and prep an attack. See the sniffing getting louder. Well, all of a sudden you kind of see them just at the end of the cave. Or just at the entrance. You start being able to see them now. So, with that, I will allow you to make an attack if you so choose. There seems to be two slightly smaller than the dogs you saw earlier. But the same type.
How far away?
Approximately 50 feet down a slight incline.
Oh no. I got an idea.
Oh no.
You're getting closer.
Is it a slight incline or a good incline?
I mean, it's a decent incline. It's not what I would call, like, unscalable, but...
Because I want to do a Legend of Zelda thing.
Oh, no. I mean, you could certainly try.
Explain for the uninitiated.
Hop on my shield like a... And like try to...
Surfboard.
try to go down.
Are we up from them?
Yes.
Oh, alright then.
and then try to hit one as I go down.
Yeah, so you want to try to ride your shield down?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is gonna go horribly wrong.
Already
Oh
in a rough
god.
spot. So, I will need you...
I'm really making you think and do a lot of other things.
I need you to make a...
Acrobatics?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make an acrobatics check for me. That was a natural one, wasn't it?
Oh,
Yes, and I really smacked myself good that time.
Careful of.
Here.
Alright, so you go to jump
Two
on the
dice
shield and ride it down the slope, and as you jump on it, it slides out from beneath you, heading down, almost in a perfect arc. Like if you were riding that thing, mint. But it slides down without you and zooms between the hounds. With that, they can look up and they start running at you. Roll for initiative, please.
Fan-friggin-tastic. Good job. Did I get rid of all the... Oh no. Oh, here's one.
I'll give you another shot. You've only given me one nat
Nice
one.
job.
I'm better than Brittany. I don't just do one nat.
That's right. Pep yourself up.
Better.
Okay. So what do we got?
19 from each, and we need a roll for
Yes.
Daff.
Okay, what'd you get?
Nat 1.
Again?
Nat 1 for Daff, too.
Yeah.
Wow.
We are absolutely going to be annihilated.
So Pip, you get to go first.
My shield!
D20.
Alright.
With that, hold on, let me also get the music back over here.
Back to the fight music instead of the ominous music.
Blah,
100%.
blah, blah, blah. Sorry.
So we're now for that. Let me
No,
turn on
no.
combat. Boom. Alright. Let's do this. Pip, you're up.
Tragic.
You are currently prone.
I'm prone?
Yes, because you fell over as you tried to step on it.
Nice.
It'll take half your movement to stand back up.
Okay, I'm gonna get up.
It's a natural one. I apologize.
Did you say that they're running up to me?
Yes, I would say they got about 15 feet by the time you get to stand up. So they're approximately 30 feet from you.
So I can't really run and attack them. Can I hold my
Yes,
attack?
you can hold it and attack me.
Thank you.
Okay.
So I'm like, I wanna attack those suckers.
Alright, so they're going to run up towards you. You're going to be able to make it. Both of them go towards you, Pip. So you can go ahead and move your attack first if you'd like.
Yes.
Do it.
Um, 13.
13. That will hit.
Yes.
These are smaller than the ones you fought before.
Woohoo. And that is 12 points of damage.
Alright. Which one do you want to attack? Do you want to attack the one on the right or the one on the left?
Left.
Okay. You said 12 points of damage?
Yes.
Okay. So they're now going to make attacks against you. So one's going to make a bite. That's going to be 12 to hit.
Misses, and with a miss, can I use a reaction?
Unfortunately,
No?
when you hold an attack, it costs you a reaction to be
Oh,
able to
okay.
use yours.
Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, nope, it's good. The other one's going to make an attack against you. And it rolled a 16.
Nope.
Alright, they both miss. So with that, they are done with their turn. It is now Daph's turn. So Daph is gonna, there's really no good place for him to hide. So what he is going to do is he is going to run around to the other side of the hound, and he is going to make an attack. He can still do a sneak attack because he gains advantage. Actually, no, he doesn't need to run close because advantage attack roll and 5 feet of that. Oh yeah, so yeah, he's gonna move back. He's gonna use his crossbow. So somebody roll me a d20, please.
That'll do it.
16.
16 plus 5, that's most definitely going to hit. Roll me 3d6, please. He's going to attack the one on the left that you already attacked. Good.
9.
9.
9. So yeah, he shoots out with his crossbow, and it managed to kind of lodge itself. You notice, like, too, Pip, when you hit him, like, it almost felt like there was a slight resistance, but you still managed to make a decent cut. Definitely seemed to be something, they seem to be almost resistant to some sort of damage. Not really, yeah, not 100%, but actually roll me intelligence.
Who?
You.
Me?
Good
Yes.
luck.
You would have made the attack, you would be the one who noticed.
Okay, just
Negative
straight.
1.
Yeah.
Straight intelligence.
Zero! Absolutely no effing idea whatsoever. I'm not even sure that they're a dog anymore.
She uses
No idea.
a very little brain.
So you guys notice from behind her as you see like a little bit of like smoke come out her ears and drool kind of drips down a little bit, but
She tried. She really tried.
All right,
That's
so-
me trying to figure out a joke.
All right, Faye, it is your turn.
Alright, so
The
somebody
one-
made...
The one on the left is definitely hurting. He's bloodied. The one on the right is still full health.
The one on the left, I will toll the dead.
Go.
Toll the dead. And he rolled really bad. You hit.
Woohoo! Well, that's a D12. I can count to 12, I swear. Oh, I threw it away, that's why.
Oh yeah, so
I got mad. Is that... Yeah, 5.
fine. Just enough.
Woohoo! Useless.
Boing.
Useless creature. Why am I here?
You toll the dead, and as you do, sorry. As you do, you all hear the gong ring out, and the head and the monster like boom, explode with the sound, and it is the end. Okay, so next it is Pips. Your turn. I'll figure out a way. I might get a.
Maybe I'll just bring the laptop next time.
Well, I think maybe I'll get a second screen over here and set up a chat viewer or something.
There we go.
Like that. I'll figure out something.
Because I try on here on my tablet,
I
and
know.
it does not show.
We want to keep up with the chat. We really do.
So I'm going to attack him.
Do it.
Oof.
What's your roll?
12.
12.
That hits.
Woohoo!
Barely.
Yeah.
But it hits.
15 points of damage.
Alright. So you slash into the creature, manage to kind of put a gash into his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
It is now its turn.
Hold on.
Oh,
I'd also
sorry.
like to take an action surge,
Alright. Action surge it up.
and I'm gonna try to attack him again.
Do it.
Because he made me fry my brain.
15.
15.
That will hit.
Yeah.
Or your damage.
That is 9
9.
points of damage.
How much?
9.
9 points of damage. Alright, you slash into his other shoulder, and he is definitely hurting. But he is still going to be able to
And then-
attack against you. So that's going to be 14 to hit.
Misses. And can I use a
You
reaction?
now can use reaction.
Woo! Okay, I'm gonna use my repose. Which repose? When a creature misses you with a melee attack, you can use a reaction and expend 1 spirit die to make a melee weapon attack against it.
Do it.
And then I get to add a d6
Because you're die.
to the hit.
Yep.
So that is going to be 19.
19.
That ought to hit.
That'll hit.
You still have the 7?
Yeah, so
18.
that's 18 points
Alright,
of
yeah,
damage.
killed it. How did you have to do that?
Destroyed.
I don't know. You do it for me again.
Whack it until it dies.
So you kind of like take your you cross with your rapier in the last attack. The next one you kind of like cross up from the bottom and almost trisecting it into 3 pieces. And it falls over dead.
Gross.
Yep. Horse bloody. So yeah, it is now dead, and you don't hear any more sounds coming from the head.
I'm really confused, Shane.
Was that the dog?
No, it's supposed to be that man, but that's okay.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
I'm very confused. I'm like, did the dog just speak to us or something?
I'm more concerned now than I was
Yeah.
before.
so it's now quite up ahead of you.
Did I marry a mass murderer?
Yes. So we keep going down the hall.
I'm gonna look for my shield.
So you head to you see ahead as the room opens up quite a bit. There's actually a shining of light comes down from a central kind of like opening in the ceiling. So there's a little bit of light in this room. As you look down, like it's a decent sized room. You see kind of like some like grass and hay thrown up to the side, and almost kind of like a bed type shape. You also notice that make a perception check for me.
Okay. Let's see. How am I gonna?
Oh, right.
How am I with perception? Okay. Let's see. Yes.
Good enough.
21.
21.
I can see things, guys.
So with that perception check, you look around and you do see your shield on the opposite end of the cavern. It looks like it ran into a wall.
It got some distance.
My
Run over,
shield.
grab it. You also notice that there seems to be some like mining equipment heading down a cave path to your left. There's also a path that kind of like the bigger end of the cave shrinks down and heads to the right. There's 2 ways out of here besides the way you came in.
There's 3 ways. Actually, maybe 4 ways. I don't know.
I mean, technically yes, but so you managed to retrieve your shield.
Yay!
So
Sorry, I am so sorry. I
it's a
need
little
to try
scratch, but it's not too bad.
spit shine.
Slightly shiny today.
Excellent.
Alright, so you have a path with mining equipment and a path into an indeterminate location.
Hey!
This looks promising.
Yes. But I don't know what looks most promising. It's that way with nothing, or that way with the equipment, or the way that we just came and then back into the other room.
Well, if there's equipment, someone likely brought it here. Follow the trail.
Or could have fallen from up there. Right?
Very conveniently.
You never know.
Let's go.
Alright, so you guys want to follow the mining path trail?
Yep.
Alright, so you head down that path. As you walk down the path, it gets a little darker, but there seems to, it's not too bad. Faye, you can see just fine with your dark vision, and Pip, you have your little light. Daph tends to seem to stay close to you, Pip. Or, so you can
I
see
gave him a lantern, I believe.
Oh, that's right, you did give him a, okay, he lights up the lantern. So you guys can see. You make
I give people things.
There is it is a pathway that goes down. You see that there's money equipment and there's broken boxes and things. Yes?
She tracked another die.
I mean, you didn't hit Macy that time, so it's okay.
I'm going home, you guys. I'm just gonna take my dice and I'm gonna go home.
So you guys continue down. There's broken boxes and there's like mining equipment kind of strewn around. Eventually you make it down towards the end of the hallway, and you see empty beds. You see some broken lanterns. It looks like this place has been not used in a long time. As you continue down the path a little bit further, it does seem to dead end. But at that dead end, you find a chest.
Oh dear.
Yes. Daph, do you know how to open up a chest in case it's locked?
Oh, I can open up a chest, no issue.
Wait, we should check it first for traps.
Oh, I can do that as well.
Good.
That's good, I can't.
Alright, somebody roll a d20, please.
Not me. Never mind, maybe I should have done it.
Yeah, 3.
3? Plus his 3, so that's a 6. Oh, I think it looks good. I'm gonna try to open it. So he goes and he takes his kit. Is somebody roll me another d20?
11. Sorry, my metal die are very loud. I apologize.
Alright, so with that, he kind of fiddles with it for a second, and all of a sudden, the block pops off. So he manages to open it up. Inside, you find
Undead snakes?
Not this time. You find a scattering of silver. You find what looks to be like an old book, and 2 scroll cases.
Well, I know who the book belongs to.
Oh.
Yes.
Who?
Oh gosh, I forgot his name. What was his name? Orthreus.
You think he left a book? All the way
No,
out
I
here.
don't think he left a book all the way out here, but I know who it's for. Orthreus. Or the lady. But I think Orthreus will probably like it because it's a book.
Why don't we check it first?
Why would you check a book? Orthreus likes books. Any kind of book.
Snake answers.
So I'm gonna check out the book.
Okay.
And the scrolls and
So
stuff?
you open up the book. It is in common, so you're able to read it.
All right.
It looks to be kind of a journal of a foreman of a mine. Kind of skimming through the book, it kind of talks about they set up the mine to mine some iron that was in the area. As they head deeper, they eventually found a kind of a big open chamber that had a strange circle inside of it. It talks about after that they were being attacked by creatures. They weren't sure where they were coming from, and then it comes to an abrupt end.
What did it say?
I believe that they found the portal to the Feywilds that Fremel was talking about.
Oh! Yeah. So what else is in there?
There was approximately 150 silver pieces. Actually, exactly 150 silver pieces. And there's also 2 scroll cases.
Let's open them up.
You open up the scroll cases.
Crack open a cold one with the woodland creatures.
They are magic scrolls.
Okay.
If you would like to know what they are, please make an Arcana check for me.
Okie dokie. 12.
So the scrolls seem to be identical. They're both the same type of scroll. You're not 100% sure what you do, but they seem to be some sort of permanent weapon buff.
Might as well
you get
keep
the idea
these.
that they will take about an hour to cast, but they do something positive to a weapon, permanent.
So what is it? Any idea?
Something to do with improving a weapon.
Oh, nice. What kind of weapon? Any weapon? Or a certain kind of weapon, like it has to be a crossbow, or it has to be a silver dagger with
I
like a
can't
dragon on the hilt, and it's gonna be like dark.
I can't tell.
Oh, okay.
We'll take them with us and get someone to look at them later.
Okay.
And scrolls, right? Magic.
Weapon improving magic scrolls.
Things.
Okay.
Magic things. There you go.
So you guys can make your way back down through the hallways. You head back into the chamber. It's still quiet.
Hello!
You hear an echo.
Hello, hello, hello.
What made you think that was a good idea?
All of a sudden you hear from down the hallway. Okay.
No, we've already done that once today, thank you.
I've always wanted to try that. Haven't you?
Not in a situation that could lead to our imminent death.
True. Hello!
And echoes again.
I'm just gonna slap a hand over her mouth. Cease.
And then my
But
breath I go.
is there anything particularly interesting in the rest of the dead end?
Nothing really. Just some old clothing that's been torn up, some bedrolls that are kind of moldy, some trash and broken boxes. Nothing really of interest.
Oh, by the way, I'm not gonna open up the
Old
dogs
tools.
to see what's inside their tummies. That's gross.
Alright.
Wanna go the other way and see if there's people?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. You guys want to head the other way. So,
All sneaky like.
Faye, I'd like you to make a history check for me.
14.
14. As a scholar, and as an adventurer, for
As a
the
lady
Necro
and a scholar.
Archivist, it's been bugging you this whole time. Like, you've noticed is that some of the attacks haven't quite been hitting these creatures as well as they should. Something seems off.
Which means the DM's getting impatient with this.
It's like, guys, find out.
Notice already!
Notice my hard work.
You recognize these to be a particular kind of fey creature known as a Yeth Hound. These creatures tend to hunt in packs,
Oh.
and they tend to be gifted by a higher fey to a lower level fey for good works and for personal use.
Oh dear.
You also noted that they are resistant to standard attacks.
I just realized something.
Yeah?
Those creatures,
Yeah. The nasty ones?
they're Yeth Hounds.
And what's that?
A particularly nasty sort of little beast
Oh.
that usually hunt in packs.
Well, wasn't that a pack of 3?
We can hope, but not likely.
So what are these kind of hounds? Are they special of some sort? I mean, made it seem like they're special.
They're resistant to usual damage.
What's usual damage?
Hitting them with a weapon, non-magical.
You said you had scrolls of magic, right? That could go onto a weapon. Will that make the weapon attacks magical?
Possibly, but I don't know what exactly they do.
It's true. I hate you. Because Pip can do nothing!
I'm giving you options. You guys have risk and reward. I tried to give you would have if you rolled a little bit higher in your Arcana check, you would have known exactly.
What part of today's events make you think I could roll a little bit higher?
So do we want to just try it and see if it works? And if it doesn't, I can just buy a new beautiful sword like this?
If you think it's worth the risk, then here you go.
The chat is egging you on.
We can kill the
like,
other child. We
licks
haven't
it a
gotten
little
that
bit,
attached to it
like, okay.
It's dusty.
Does not seem okay.
Okay, so you guys want to use the scroll?
yet. Sure.
You guys gonna cast it in this big room, or you guys gonna head somewhere else?
The
It
big
takes
room.
an hour to cast.
Now it's as good a time as any since we're not being imminently attacked.
Okay, so in this room, you guys are gonna take. You guys can work on this spell. I'd like one of you to roll percentile.
You or me?
Go ahead, I don't care. I'd have to pull it.
60.
So, it'll take. Faye, you'll have to be the one to cast a spell. Because you're the magic user.
Yep.
So it'll require your concentration. Pip and Daff, you guys can keep a lookout. The hour passes as you concentrate. You have Pip's sword in front of you. You lay it out in your lap. You put the scroll in front of you, and you kind of enter a meditative state and focus. The hour goes without issue. You guys roll good from percentile. And after the end, you're done. You notice that there's now a new, almost imperceptible magical sheen to the sword. It seems all that much sharper, and it seems to be imbued with a type of magic. You now have a +1 rapier. It basically made your sword magical.
How do I change that?
So it would be a new weapon, a new item. So you'd have to add new flavor text to the new item.
Yeah.
But it's
Fine.
you now get a +1 rapier, which is magical.
I should change it so I can get something better. My Inigo Montoya sword.
It's still your Inigo Montoya sword.
Eh!
But
Yes,
it is
but
now
then I have to
magical.
But now it's a magic.
I have to fiddle with it now.
Oh no, fiddling.
I don't like fiddling.
While she fiddles, I want to go down the next path.
Okay, so you guys make your way down the next path. As you guys do, now armed with a magical sword, you make your way down the path. As you do, Faye, I would like you to make a perception check for me.
Oh, that's me.
Yes.
Present! 12.
Okay. I would also need you all to roll stealth checks for me.
Yeah,
Oh,
hold
well,
on. I'm
yeah.
trying to put my.
That's
It's
fine.
not letting me add it. I don't know. Maybe.
Do you smell?
Okay, never mind. Never mind. I think it's added.
Yeah.
No.
Stop pressing the buttons!
Damn it!
Alright, so what was that? Stealth or survival?
That was a stealth.
Alright,
I'll add my new
13.
fancy sword in a minute because it's being stupid.
Okay. You have your +1 rapier now.
So what do I need to
So
do?
we just need to equip it, which I just did for you. We're going to unequip your other rapier.
What do I need to do? Roll for?
Stealth and what was the other one? Perception? I don't know.
See, I wasn't paying attention because I was trying to add my thing. This is what happens. Is that when I try to add things, my thing doesn't work all the time. And then he keeps on talking and DMing. And then I'm in a panic mode. Because I don't know what's going on anymore.
Panic!
Ah!
There, it's okay.
I married that.
Is that a happy I married that or not?
At this moment, no. Usually, yes. But for some reason during D&D, it's never a yes. Sorry. Is there any
There you go.
Nope.
beverage? Okay, good.
I drank all of the tea.
You have your +1 rapiers equipped
Okay.
now, and all should be good.
Alright.
Okay. So, what am I to roll?
I need you guys to roll stealth, please.
Okay, my stealth was 13.
Okay.
And the other one was
Yep.
perception, I think.
Yeah, so we already got.
Okay.
Yep.
24.
Nice. Somebody roll for death, please.
You do it. Never mind, I should do it.
Tab gets nat 1.
The natural 1.
I rolled a 19 and then a 1.
We're
Like,
just-
what the hell is wrong with my die tonight?
Okay,
We're
so
just
you guys
not
feel,
meant to sneak
You
tonight.
guys feel pretty stealthy.
I'm meant to sneak. He's not.
As you're working your way down the hallway, Pip, you notice that Daph's about to trip. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Amazing, you gave us the option.
You rolled a 19. I'll give it the option.
Dexterity, what you got?
11.
You barely manage to stop him from falling over. You kind of like, oh! So you guys continue down the hallway. It kind of goes in a little ways and eventually makes a curve to the left as it kind of widens a little
Cup of
bit.
milk.
It heads down, and you hear, in the distance, as you're kind of coming to what seems like to open up into a fork, you hear the sounds of talking coming from a little ways down.
Do we understand it?
Let's see. It is. Does anybody speak Sylvan?
Yes.
No.
Yes, I do. We
right.
put it down as infernal on my character sheet because it wasn't a Sylvan in the character creator thing.
I have to fix that.
Mm.
But I've heard that sounds right. So you, as you're coming down, you kind of like your hallway like intersects, like comes into another hallway that continues straight. And off to your left, you hear the sounds of talking. In Sylvan, it says, "Intruders can be challenging, but you, my hounds, I'm sure can take care of it. Our great mistress wants us to establish a hold here, so I trust you will be able to handle the problem."
What the hell, guys? That's
I
kind
will
of
return
creepy.
and gather some more friends, and return to fully establish yourselves here. Hold this point. I'm entrusting you and your pups to hold this point until I return. Do not fail me. And then all of a sudden you hear a whoosh, and then the sounds of paws on stone. They kind of like circle around.
There are more of those hounds and something else. Some type of fae, I think.
Is there any way that we can close off that hallway so they don't come for us?
Most of the stone in this place, roll me.
I don't know, I'm just like, close the door, basically.
Roll me
We tried closing it.
roll me a nature check.
Oh gosh. No, not me. No. 13.
That's not bad. Your nature's -1.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Because I have negative intelligence. Nature
Cleaning
is
up dice jail?
Yeah, so Nixie doesn't go for him. So what'd you roll?
Oh, probably only.
I rolled a 13.
13. So with a 13, you're not really seeing a lot of weak spots in the stone that you think you could cause to cave in. Not saying it's impossible, but wouldn't be easy.
Faye, do you notice anything about the rocks that I could possibly destroy? Or like break it down? Do you have better nature than I do?
Much better nature. How about I check?
Go ahead.
Please. Why did you check?
13.
Yeah, get about the same.
Jeff! Do you have better nature than I do? Better than -1.
Oh, I guess. I'm quite familiar with some nature stuff.
Some
Somebody roll
nature
me
stuff.
somebody roll him a d20.
I don't know if I dare or not. Okay. 20!
I apologize for your ears.
I do not!
You have +5, so 25. So he's looking at the ceiling, and he manages to see kind of like a spot where a dripping's coming through. And he seems like there's crack coming across. And it almost looks like it's going around what will be a big old boulder. And he assumes that with a well-placed crossbow bolt, or short bow arrow, he could potentially dislodge the stone and have it fall on command. But he's unsure if it'd be enough to hold off the whole hallway.
We should try it anyway. At least slow them down so we're
Slow
not.
them down.
Jeff, you should try it. Should we back up? We should back up, right?
Yes, we want to be on the other
You
side of the
guys back up.
boulder.
So I'm gonna need you guys, somebody to roll me an attack for death kill. It's
My
plus
turn, I
5.
guess.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it ahead of time. I'm gonna make the armor class 20. So he needs to roll at least 14.
I rolled 14.
So it goes and it lodges in, and you see the stone start to shake a little bit. It doesn't quite
So, no, what was his plus, or was there no plus? Was it just a
Plus
straight?
5.
Plus 5. He needs to roll a 15. And she rolled a 14. So, it's like, maybe one more.
Try again.
Another roll.
Your turn.
Big one.
You hear the sounds of the feet stopping.
No, it didn't work.
What was it?
A 10.
So you manage, it kind of bounces off the stone and skitters into the other room.
This sounds like a moment for destroy water, since it's apparently surrounded by water.
So that's a spell you have.
Create or destroy. Yeah.
What's the range?
30 feet.
Do you have to have do you have to see the water?
It does not say so.
Let's see, this is create / destroy water. So let's see. So destroy water. Destroy up to 10 gallons of water in an open container within range. Alternatively, destroy fog in 30 feet cubed within range. I'll say if I want you to roll me an Arcana check.
Alrighty.
If your Arcana check is decent enough, you manage to hit it and destroy the water, and we'll see what happens.
17.
All right.
Yeah!
So, with that, you manage to focus. As you kind of focus, you manage to look through the mana that's natural in the world. It's almost thicker here because of the portals of the Feywild. As you do, you focus upon that water, follow it back to its source, and you see a larger amount of water hidden behind it. As you do, you focus on that water, you cause it to... The sudden change of water into gas cause a chain reaction that causes not only the boulder to start to fall, but also the walls and the ceiling inside of that cavern to start to crumble and fall in on themselves. Alternatively, you notice that the ceiling near you is starting to crumble.
Do we need to run?
We need to get out of here.
Book it. Okay. Do I need to grab Daffodil and pull him
I
along?
need you guys to make some athletics checks for me, please.
Athletics?
Yes.
Oh, damn. I'm a nerd. I don't pass athletics checks. 17!
Nice.
That's 13.
13. Okay, roll for that, please.
15.
15. Alright, you guys see as the roof starts caving in, like yes! Oh, shit. And you guys start booking it down. Do you go down straight down the hallway, or do you take the hallway you came from?
Do we want to trap ourselves with them or trap ourselves away from them? Well, just trap them. Let's go back the way we came.
Okay, so you
We don't want to be trapped with them.
You start running. You see the ceiling starts caving in a little ways as you make it down into the bigger room. You guys make it in just as the rocks start falling from behind you. Daff barely making it, but you guys manage to make it to the big room, and it seems to be stabilized before the rumble. That was super creative. I like you to circumvent the boss with that one.
Yeah.
So good job.
Like that time you took the MacGuffin and ran.
Yes!
Destroy water was good. I wouldn't have thought about that, so that's awesome.
Well, you mentioned water, and I was like, wait,
I
that
can do
sounds
something with that.
familiar. I know something about water.
So as the rumbling of the ground in the cavern stops shaking, you guys find yourself in a room with the dust following behind you, creating a fog of dust, panting and breathing as you guys were riding at full speed. And that's where we're going to take a break. So, you guys are awesome. I want to thank you for everything. We're going to take let's call it a 15-minute break. Check that far. We'll be here just after 8. And we'll see you guys in a few minutes. Thanks.
Bye.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Arcadia RPG. Thank you so much for holding on. We took a quick break and grabbed some ice cream. It's up on the second floor. It's a little warm up here. So,
And some soda.
I got the AC going.
Not beer.
So,
Beer and ice cream don't really mix.
yeah, that's fair. So where we left off, the players had just managed to circumvent a boss fight by finding a tiny little crack in the ceiling and exposing it to collapse almost the whole ceiling in the next room. Animals got trapped in it themselves, but did manage to escape.
Indiana Jones, that shit.
Circumventing
So-
boss fights is our second favorite thing to do in D&D.
It's true.
First favorite being
It's a good thing we're not using
totally
EXP.
incongruous references.
It's fair.
And rolling nat 20s for things that are usually totally useless.
Oh my god!
I mean, also fair.
Yeah, let me just
So-
prop up this dead guy.
For that, you guys are playing yourself in the big room where you fought the two little pups. Dust cloud is slowly settling around you. The light's still pouring into the ceiling. And yeah, it's starting to quiet down with the sound of the rocks starting to settle as they're all falling to where you go. So yeah, what would you guys like to do? You're catching your kind of heavy breathing. You're like, kind of hard to do the dust, but yeah, do anything.
I have to admit, I didn't think we'd get this far.
Yeah. I thought I was gonna get crushed by a rock.
That may be all the information we're going to get about those researchers.
Well, I hope it's enough. I mean, there is that other tunnel that we haven't gone through yet.
That's true, we can check the other tunnel.
But what if it leads to that other tunnel?
It would be better to know if it's not blocked off.
It's true.
Alright, so you guys want to make your way towards the other tunnel system?
Correct.
Alright, so you guys can make your way over. You work your way back out through the up the incline, down to the tunnel, into the main chamber where it opens up to light in front of you. Although you do notice as you make it to the main chamber, at the entrance, it seems to be a lot darker. There seems to be almost like a big round stone sitting in front of the entrance that wasn't there before. Or looks to be a stone.
Oh dear.
I'd like I'd like you both to make perception checks, please. That natural 20? Awesome. It is like a game of ups and downs for you
Oh my
tonight.
god!
Should I even try to
Yes,
go
you
for
go, roll.
Oh my god.
19?
19. So, yeah,
Watching
you guys,
something totally pointless.
you guys both look, and as you're looking at this thing, it's not... You kind of initially thought it was a,
Is it like Totoro? Like it looks
like
like
a kind of a rock. And you also see kind of like some almost like some like rocks jutting out of it, and almost like some crystals jutting out of like a seat where you can now tell is a shell. It's kind of like a curly Q. On the back side of it, you notice these 3 tentacles coming out of the back side with giant spike-like protrusions on the end.
Oh my.
Seems to be some sort of snail-like creature. In the entrance.
Do we have any salt?
You know, I don't think that's in the equipment.
Sorry.
There actually is spices that you can buy.
Wait, hold up. I got rations. Is there salt in the rations?
The ration!
The
Yes, but
rations.
not a lot.
Maybe we need to carry salt with us from now on.
We'll have to write it down. We'll have to remember the salt.
Need salt. Written down. It's a thing.
What do you guys want to do?
Sneak past?
Well, it's at the exit of the cave system. It's not in the entrance to the other.
So we can't get past it unless unless we move it.
It's not completely blocking the entrance. It's just in the middle. You probably have a good 10 feet on either side of it to get out that way. Doesn't seem to be moving. kind of sitting there.
Well, we need a.
Can I cast Identify on it to know quite exactly what it is, or
Without it noticing.
very gently?
Part of the shell that doesn't have feeling.
Oh shit. I did search, but I searched in the wrong search bar. Google is not helpful in that particular instance. Alright, so you have to touch it.
Yeah. Yep.
Touch the shell, the part of the shell that doesn't have a lot of feeling. But isn't that all shell?
Choose an object. Oh, interesting. Okay, so if you touch a creature, learn what spells are kind. Okay, I need you to make a stealth check for me.
Be sneaky.
Stealth. 14.
Secret.
Wait, hold on. If I'm proficient, do I use the number or do I add my proficiency bonus to it?
In D&D Beyond, already adds proficiency.
Okay, so yeah, I just use the number. So yeah, 14.
14.
Sneaky,
Okay,
sneaky.
so you very gently make your way up towards it. As you do, you touch it, you manage to cast Identify, and it comes back, ironically enough, as if it resists your magic. The shell of the creature seems to resist magic.
Oh dear. Well, that's good to know.
Well, I'm not magic.
Like, you still manage to catch it. You can tell that the shell is like anti-magic, like it resists magical spells. But the creature itself does not seem typically magical. I will say you also roll me a history check if you'd like.
I would like 8.
I also accept a nature check. Would be nice.
Yep. 12.
It's not quite coming to you.
Should I talk to it?
No.
So, wait, you're not... Did you walk back towards them? Because you had walked up to touch the shell.
This is true. I did not walk back towards them yet.
Taff. Should I talk to it?
Stage whisper.
Daff.
Yes. What?
Should I try to talk to it? Or do you think I should try to see if maybe it might be friendly or something? Or do you think we should go down the other hallway? Well,
I honestly think I'm not sure what we should do. I don't think talking to it's a good idea. I'm not positive.
I'm gonna walk back over to them before Pip can do something stupid.
Okay.
I'm not sure what it is, but the shell resists magic. If we were to get into a fight with it, I'm not confident. I think our best bet is to sneak past it as best we can.
but should we check the other tunnel
Let's
first?
cross that bridge when we get to it.
But he's on the exit door.
We can get around him.
Yes, but then we had to get around him again to get through that other
No,
tunnel.
he's in the tunnel we're in.
He is? I thought he was by
No, so you came into the main entrance room.
He is by...
You came
He's...
out of your tunnel.
Uh-huh.
There's a tunnel to your left.
Uh-huh.
You didn't
Yeah.
go through. He is at the entrance to the big cavern.
Okay, so he's blocking the exit to the cave.
Yes.
Yes, more or less. But, I mean, he's got like 10, 15 feet on either side of him. You can get out. He's just kind of in the middle.
So I'm like, should we check the other tunnel first? Or should we sneak around him and leave and just
And I
go
will
whatever?
also say, with your perception checks you made earlier, you notice an almost imperceptible trail of like hardened slime that was following this either come out of the other cave system. Looking to your right, you notice almost like he follows a path. You also see going down to the path. You see, now that you know what you're looking for, you see remnants of an old trail that seem to follow around the path you just came out of. You rolled a really high perception check.
So I noticed a lot of things.
It's almost crystalline in the formation of the snail trail.
Whatever it is, it came from that way. Perhaps we should check it out.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Here goes nothing.
Okay, so you guys want to head down that
Sneaky.
hallway? Sneaky? Roll stealth, please.
Because I don't want everyone to know where I am.
Mm-mm.
Somebody roll for that.
Right, so my stealth is 19.
Okay.
10 for death.
Oh, okay.
You rolled a 10?
Yep,
Yeah.
I rolled a 10 for death, and then
So
for...
17.
Ooh, your stealth is 24.
Yes.
So 24, 19, and 17.
Mm.
You guys are freaking stealthy as shit.
For once.
For once. So
What do
make
you
your way
mean,
down-
4 ones?
You make your way down the hallway.
All of us.
You follow. You see the snail trail in varying levels of kind of thickness as you make your way down. And this crystalline kind of structure. You make it down, and eventually you see the snail trail kind of takes a path to the right, and in front of you is kind of another continuing down hallway that seems to eventually curve to the left.
So, more hallways.
Concerning.
Can I look down one of the hallways? Like, can I look down the right hallway and see if there's anything interesting?
You don't see much. It is dark, and you don't have dark.
Can I look down the hallway?
Roll a perception check.
I'm like, I can't see anything. But I'm gonna try.
Perception. 14.
14. If you're looking down the hallways, you see the one on the right. So you're going down the hallway, and it's kind of like a path to the right. Seems to open up to almost like a chamber, and the path in front of you kind of heads down and then curves slightly to the left.
There's another room to the right.
Should we go that way and then go to the left after?
Yeah, we'll check this out first.
Okay.
Alright, so you guys head to the right room. As you do, you notice this room is unnaturally smooth. There was like no rocks, like the walls are smooth. You also notice the snail trail like everywhere. This seems to be kind of like the snail's like main chamber. Along one of the back walls, you do notice looks to be the remnants of some cloth.
Cloth!
Uh-oh.
You see it, not me. I'm blind!
We'll investigate the cloth.
Okay, roll investigation, please.
8.
Find some cloth. I will say that it is in the familiar colors that you recognize. Very similar to what you are currently wearing.
This might be our evidence of the researchers.
Should we grab it and take it with us?
Yes.
Okay, so you have cloth.
Is there
So there is
anything
a
else
path.
in
The room kind of like opens up and it kind of like curves around, and there's another path heading that way as you guys enter the room, or to your left.
Gonna get hella lost in here.
So we came down the other hallway, took a right, and then there's another... In this room, there's another hallway.
Yes.
It kind of like, almost like kind of like you go into the room and it kind of curves around and it kind of continues down. Heading like if you guys came in like this, it's heading down like this.
Want to keep on looking?
We might as well.
Secret,
Okay.
secret, secret.
So you guys continue down the path.
Secret,
As you guys make your way down, eventually it kind of joins with another moving path. As you look to the left, you see the sunlight at the end of the path to your left. You realize that's the same tunnel that you would have continued down.
Okay, so
So it
that's...
just kind of loops out and comes back.
Okay, so to the left, that would have taken us to the same place?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And you can now see currently further down the tunnel. You notice that it goes a little ways. It seems to be what looks like a path to the left eventually, and then a rock wall that seems recently made.
That's our rock wall. Right? Recently.
Clarification. Is this the exact same rock fall that we made before?
Roll and intelligence.
Recently. Recently.
Intelligence, you say?
Yes.
Recent.
Damn. 9.
It's not hard to figure out. Yes, it's the same cave.
So we're now on the other side.
If you remember how you took a right, if this would have been if you continued to go straight. What you assume. So there's the rock wall that seems like it led to the cavern that you guys caused the fall in, and then there's a path to the left. It almost has like kind of like a sweet smell to it.
What I'm saying is the exact same cave-in we made before.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we tried to block off, and its exit.
It's the other path. So, like, you
So
had that big
the
cavern,
thing that
right?
we-
You came into a hallway, so there's a wall going this way.
Mhm.
You came into it.
Mhm.
And when you guys caused the cave-in, and you guys headed back, you head right. You would have headed left, straight, it would have brought you more or less to where you are now.
What I'm really asking is, does that mean the things I tried to cave in are not trapped?
No, they are trapped.
You caved in that whole path. It's...
The things that we wanted to cave
Okay,
in.
I need a picture.
Are
I've got no
trapped.
spatial awareness.
I'm just trying to tell you, the things that we tried to
Okay, so
cave
they're
in
still
are
trapped.
Are
That's what I'm
trapped,
trying to
yes.
take from this. They weren't. This isn't like what was on the other side of that. This is just
So if you were
another.
if you were to look,
Okay.
so here's that big cavern.
Yeah.
You came in here.
Yeah.
Caused a cave-in.
Okay.
If you would have followed this path, you're here. This is another path. The cave-in stops here.
Okay.
You don't know if there's another exit over here.
But
You're assuming
I
not.
don't know that this is the exit. Okay.
So.
Yes, we're good. We're good. Zero spatial awareness. I'm sorry. This is why we have
I can't show
maps.
you the actual map I drew.
I'm very good with spatial things. Just like look at me, and if not just to Shane, be like, am I getting this right?
So there is another pathway, and then the rock wall from the cave-in you caused to it.
Okay.
It's up to you guys what you want to do. If you go down and investigate, there is a sweet smell that comes from the other path.
Come on, check it.
Sure.
Okay.
Keep on checking
So you guys head down that hallway.
Keep on checking things.
Keep rolling on the stealth roll because you haven't really run into anything yet. You notice it's starting to get kind of humid as you're working your way down that hallway. Eventually you make it into a space and you hear running water. So the humidity slightly grows slightly. You walk in and you find a hot spring. Kind of a room that's lit with like blue mushrooms. And you see the steam kind of rising from the water as you see a kind of a small waterfall that comes in from one of the sides, off to the right.
Ooh, Orthreus would like it here.
And as you touch water, it is wonderfully warm. It almost feels buffeting in a way.
Okay.
Please.
I don't like. Please, I want to play in the water. It's wet and it's splashy and it looks warm and I want to be in the water.
Go nuts.
Yay! She's like.
You jump in the water. Your otterkin clothing is tend to be relatively water resistant, so you just gotta...
She is wearing like the like typical looking of Ren Fair shirt.
Mhm.
Like she puts her rapier out before she jumps in. Like,
Yeah,
she,
and then you jump in.
she doesn't want to get her sword rusted, but you know, like everything else, like
The water is wonderful, and you feel it restores 5 hit points if you have taken any damage.
I am not. It's too bad I don't have a.
Daffodil's like, well, that looks kind of nice. I think I'll hop into when he gets in and he didn't take any damage, but he would have done.
It's too bad we don't have anything to bottle up this water. Or is it gonna be like Legend of Zelda? Once it gets cold, now you just have water. Girls chasing water. But during that time, it's restorative water. But you have time of it. Quick!
So you swim around in the pool. It's very nice. Daffodil swims and kind of grabs a seat on the edge of the pool and enjoys himself. You gonna stay out of the water?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. So
And
you
like
guys spend
dude, like
a few minutes
dude,
hanging out in the hot spring. Doesn't see any way out of there other than the way you came. So you guys gonna...
That snail guy must really love this here. Orthreus would like this, don't you think?
I'm sure he would.
If
But
I
if you-
stay in here any longer, I'm gonna get tired.
Perhaps you should come out.
Come on, Daff.
Alright, no issues.
If I have to get out, you'll have to get out too. She like pushes him out before she gets out.
That's fine. He kind of... but he gets out.
It looks like we found all the evidence we can.
Yeah, it
I will
does.
say, what's your guys' passive perception?
16.
Okay. Faye, you notice it seems to be kind of looks like a piece of parchment laying on the floor. So you pick it up and read. It seems to be the kind of the last words somebody talking about how they ran into the snails blocking the exit, and they were attacked by the hounds. between the two, rock handle and the hammer. And we're not able to make it. It was the last one remaining. You don't see any more, and it's on the piece of paper.
Well, that is too bad.
Yeah?
This might explain what happened to those researchers. Caught between the hounds and the snail.
Oh. You never know, the snail might be nice.
It probably isn't.
Well, he might not be coming back this way. He might be going back to his big, fancy, schmancy room or
It's
something.
best not to test it. We should leave.
Well, yes, of course. Ready, Daph? Ready to be sneaky again? Get everything ready.
Okay. So you guys want to head out? I'm needing more stealth check, please. Somebody roll for me.
Okay, my stealth is 19.
I
Okay.
rolled a 14 for Daph.
Okay. Over 20.
Oof.
What'd you roll? 2.
I got a 7.
So you guys head out. Not feeling too. You guys are feeling okay. You make
I'm
your way
wet
out.
still.
Are you guys going to circumvent the snail chamber again? Or continue down the regular path?
Just continue down the regular path.
Okay, you follow the way down the path. Eventually make it through. Notice the snail's moved. He's continued down the path to the right. He seems to be off to the right side of the cavern. So the way out is completely open.
I just pull for it.
You notice as you guys kind of like enter the room, he kind of looks up, like you see like a
The
head
snail
pop,
does.
like you see like a head pop up, and a little antennae kind of sticking out. And it kind of like looks over, like it kind of points over in your direction, the antennae flailing, and then just kind of like continues along its path,
See? It was friendly.
Don't look at it. Just walk.
moving very slowly.
Don't run. Walk.
Okay.
So you guys head
Very
over the
nonchalantly walk past the snail and out of the cage. Do
Alright.
not make eye contact.
Alright, so you guys make your way out of the cave.
Can't take this child anywhere.
So,
Thanks for the hot springs.
Oh my god, I do not speak whale!
it was snail.
It speaks whale. Oh.
So you guys,
He either said go to the back of the throat or he wants a root beer float.
So you guys make it out of the cavern. It is getting darker, but you are out of the cave system.
Let's try and get as far as we can before we have to make camp. I
Yeah.
don't relish the idea of being too close to this cavern at night.
Well, how far away were we from the village?
It's a couple days back.
Oh, days. Shoot. What about the nice place that we slept, or
That
is
was
that
on the
even
first
further? Even farther away. Alright.
Alright, so you guys head
Let's
out.
just walk.
You make it. Do you guys want to head into the evening a little bit? I will say, I need you to make Constitution saving throws and the point of exhaustion. Like to head deeper into the evening.
Sure.
Yes.
Please, everyone, make a Constitution saving throw according to one for death, please.
Ooh,
How do I do that?
20.
So roll a d20 and your Constitution saving throw.
Mine was an unnatural 20.
You find it?
I'll do Daffodil.
Unnatural 20?
Yeah. Oof. A 5 for Daffodil.
6.
So a 6 and then a 5 for Daffodil?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you and Daff both get a point of exhaustion. And it's getting dark. Very dark. Starting to get into night.
Wait, how do I do that?
It's you guys are gonna take a long rest here shortly.
Yep.
It's under conditions, up in the upper right hand corner. And there's
No,
a
defenses and conditions.
level of exhaustion. You're at the first level.
Okay.
Right. Anything else?
I don't know. Do we want to keep on trying to find a good place to sleep, or are we in the safe?
I think we've traveled enough hours since we're into the evening now.
Mhm.
So,
Okay, I need a survival check, please.
right? 6.
6. You're making your way, you're looking around, and you find what seems like an okay place, although the ground's really rocky. It doesn't seem like you guys are going to get a great night's sleep there. But it's the best you can find. It seems defensible. So, not able to find the nice rock place you found before. So, you guys make yourself bed for the evening?
Yep.
And would you guys like to keep watch for the night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll. So I would like you guys to roll me a perception check, please. Daffodil and Pip are going to make them with disadvantage because of their level of exhaustion.
13.
13.
Daff got 10.
Okay.
And she got a natural 1.
I'm
Okay.
But she doesn't need to roll it again.
So, you guys, Faye, your watch goes without issue. Daffodil's watch seems to go without issue. Pip's watch seems to go without issue. So you guys managed to have a nice rest,
Long rest?
long rest, and wake up with no issues, so you can now take a long rest. Make sure you click the recover exhaustion
I did.
button.
I love being a cleric. I haven't used up all my spell slots at all yet. This is great.
Well, I mean, you guys avoid combat, so
We do. We're
Whenever
combat!
possible.
Nope!
you don't go out of your way to fight things. So,
Like Derek. Ooh, there's a door. Let me open that door. Don't open the door!
Did someone say open the door?
Alright, so you guys have a peaceful evening. You guys have about, I believe originally it was 4 days travel, if I remember correctly. So I would like you guys to roll me a percentile die. Based on what you roll the percentile die, it will determine what happens along your journey back. This is so we don't have to just make rolls of everything.
86!
You have a very peaceful travel home. You guys make it through to the night where you find yourself into the grove of trees, having a very quiet and peaceful walk home, or walk back to Evershire. Where you make it to the stand of trees and you all have a peaceful night's rest, and you wake up on your final day of travel. Is there anything particular you guys would like to accomplish during this period of time? You guys have about 3 or 4 days, I believe. Yeah. If there's anything you guys want to do, you can.
Do we have to stop by that guy's village?
No, we don't have to.
Should we? Or do you not want to? I don't care.
So do you guys.
If it's on the way, we can stop by and be hailed as heroes a little.
It's a little way. It's not too far off the path. Okay, so you say you guys.
Oh, help!
You guys make it. You make it down the path, and with a high percentile roll, I said I'm not going to make you roll investigation. Find it. You eventually find your way to a village. As you guys kind of make your way up to this quaint little village, you notice the houses don't seem to be on the ground. They seem to be up in the trees a little ways, with a cacophony of ropes and ladders kind of leading up to these houses that are above the ground. As you guys walk forth, you see some people kind of look at you strangely, but don't tend to have any issues until you hear kind of like the stomping of feet. And then Pip, all of a sudden you find yourself being hugged by a little squirrel.
I hug him and pick him up like.
He looks back to Taylor. Says, "You returned. Thank you." I don't do a little.
Your turn. You talk to him.
My family, we can provide you a nice place to sleep for the evening and food. They're so thankful for you helping me. Keeping me
Sorry,
safe.
your first time you did that voice made me question a lot of things.
Takes me a minute. Okay.
Okay. I think I'm okay now.
Are you going to stay for the evening? We'd love to have you.
Yeah.
Yes, that's so wonderful. And you guys hear that? You guys
okay?
I don't see why not.
You hear the kind of like, and then kind of a dog runs up and it's like, it jumps up onto Faye and like starts licking your face.
And then nipping at your arms.
Yeah,
And then she always goes right up next to you when you sit down.
The dog's like,
I don't even dislike dogs. This one dog just like gets me.
so, it's like, oh, happy to see you too. Good boy, Spot.
Spot.
Remember, because he has this one. Like,
Yep, I recollect.
So
I
things
thought he
you
was-
were imaginative, other things.
I think it'd be great if you named it on Spot and he's like no markings whatsoever.
Just a black dog.
There's these spots everywhere he goes. You know, he's like with his paw prints.
Oh, I thought that's where he peed.
There you go too. So anyway, you guys make your way. He leads you to a modest home up in the trees. There's a ladder to get up, so you don't have any issues making your way up. The family hails you. You guys are able to have a nice evening. I don't know if you want to roleplay through it, but I figured you guys don't.
I just think I think Pip would think it's a little weird that people are living in trees instead of in the ground. Because I think Faye and Pip, like foxes, live in dens. And
Yeah, these are
otters live in dens.
underground
I
creatures.
think even like hedgehogs live
in burrows, I think.
in burrows. So like the three of us all live in burrows and we're like up in the trees. Are you sure? Pip will be like, we're not gonna fall out if we roll in our sleep, are we?
No, we have some comfortable places for you to sleep. The dad kind of comes over and he's like, no, we have some beds over here, and you don't have to worry about falling out. It's inside the hut, so there's walls you won't fall over.
Cause I usually sleep underground.
I understand. Not everybody is a fan of the tree life, but we do enjoy it.
I mean, I've never slept in a tree before. I just used to ground all around.
Well, you most certainly must try it. It's truly a wonderful experience. I'm trying to figure out the voice. He's not friggin' courtier, but I'm not very good at the peasant voice, so I have to like go as I go. It's the thought that counts.
Shane's fancy. He doesn't do peasant voices.
He's bougie.
Quite bougie.
Great. That's the title I need. The Bougie DM.
Sorry, already pictures our grown campaign. Bougie.
Bougie. We don't want to do the other one.
No.
Please.
No, we don't.
I like my Twitch account. I like our Twitch account. I don't want to lose it.
No, the two other words that she knows. Yeah, no. Not bringing those here.
Anyway, so you guys have a peaceful night. They cook you a pretty good dinner, good food. In the morning there's a hearty breakfast. They give you some rations along your ways, pack you some food. They again thank you and welcome you back anytime that you're traveling through the area. So generally a relatively good experience. Nice people, nice town, good people.
Yay!
So you guys continue out. You make it to your stand of trees, and you're waking up on your final day of travel.
Again.
That's okay. I asked
On
that
the
question retroactively.
Boy.
So, on your final day, you guys are going to head back to town.
Mm-hmm.
Can
Yeah.
I please get a perception check, please, for the day? About half a day's journey to the town.
20. Unnatural.
Perfect.
Holy freaking shiznits!
You hear the rustling of trees.
It's turned around!
You hear...
The dice gods have taken pity on me.
You see worms scurrying around the ground. No, okay. You have no issues making your way back. You don't really notice anything too particular. You see a Skyrider fly overhead, but he doesn't really seem to come after you guys. He's quite high in the air, not on drugs.
Hello!
And you guys continue your way down to them. Eventually, you make it back to the city. You see the familiar kind of like walls within the big lake that leads out into the city in front of you. As you make your way around to the side of the lake, you find yourself at the front gate once again. There seems to be an almost longer line than the first time you came.
Of course.
Seems to be a lot of people that seem almost dirty, like almost some injured people, blackened faces, almost refugee type.
What's going on? Do you know what's going on?
No. Excuse me. What on earth has happened to you?
Yes, truly a tragic thing. We were attacked by, it seems like some dangerous fey creatures. We're from a small village not far from here, and it came out of nowhere.
What village?
It was Haydale. Haydale.
Would I recognize that?
Roll a history check.
I don't recognize that. History check, I got a 5.
It's down the path as if you were heading to Mapleton. It's one of the outlying paths that head away to a small village. Don't intend to do much but make hay in the city. But it's not. It was horrible. The whole village was up in flames. There was fire and teeth and creatures, and many of us were hurt. Not a lot of us died, thankfully.
Did they come from the direction of Mapleton, or?
No, I don't believe so. I don't think so. It's not pleasant. The Sky Riders are apparently already on it.
That is unfortunate news.
I was just trying to find a comfortable place to sleep in the evening, and Evershire wasn't far away. She explains it's about 2 days to ride away. Hopefully we can find a quiet place to sleep. It's been not fun these last couple of days.
I can imagine. That could make traveling home a little difficult.
Me?
Yes, for us. Didn't we come from Mapleton?
Yes,
Yeah.
we did.
Okay.
Oh, yes, true. I thought you were talking to her because I was going to say that's very insensitive of you because
Guess you don't have a home anymore! Ugh!
that make it really hard for you to travel back home because you don't have one. Damn. Well, yeah, I guess so. You have to be careful. I just feel bad for all those poor people.
Alright, so you guys gonna wait to head down to the... You guys gonna wait in line to go into the
Yeah,
city?
yep.
Yeah.
Unless you know a quicker way.
Jump!
I mean...
Go on, swim for it.
down the waterfalls.
I'm not a salmon. I can't do that and live.
You weren't going up the waterfall, you're going down. Anybody can go down a waterfall.
And live?
You didn't specify.
Alright, so you guys make your way
This
in
is
the line.
not Niagara Falls in a barrel, okay?
Maybe an otter could do that.
Gosh. Did you see me with the shield? It didn't work.
A fluke. Try again.
So you guys make your way in the line.
Yeah.
The line eventually passes through. You guys make your way to the city.
We
You
need
see
a
that there
glider.
seems to be some of the emptier parts of the city near the fishing areas. There seems to be some tents that were set up. It looks like they're trying to take in the refugees and support the Lewis camp. With that, you guys make your way into the heading towards the middle tier of the city. You make it to the gondola. The doors close, and you head your way down to the city, seeing the blackened faces of those poor refugees as you make your way back to the Shining Library to report to Fremel. And that, we're going to end for the night.
Third day. Yeah.
So it's getting close to 9. I've had some changes at work, so I have to get up really early in the morning.
Fantastic.
It's 3:30, it's not fun.
Disgusting.
So I'm going to cut it a little early tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate you all.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. Well, we love seeing you in the chat. We love having you guys on the video. Please,
Glad you enjoy our suffering.
if you're not ashamed of our channel, please tell your friends. If you are, I understand.
If you are, tell them anyway.
Point and laugh. Just subscribe first.
That's fair. So you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you have a great evening. Stay safe out there, and we hope to see you next Monday at 6:30. So, see you guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.